Did you watch the presidential debate? Let's talk about the tax side of things. Hey everybody, it's CPA Dan Hodges of myfavoritecpa.com, the best place on the internet for everything small business tax. I'm sure you watched the debate. Millions did. Let's watch a little clip.
When it comes to the economy, do you believe Americans are better off than they were 4 years ago?
So I was raised as a middle-class kid, and I am actually the only person on this stage who has a plan that is about lifting up the middle class and working people of America.
I don't know about you, but if you're in business or if you're self-employed, I certainly was hoping for something more substantive on the economy and small business tax. Pretty much the only time that the economy and small business tax was talked about was during this short clip, Kamala's response and President Trump's response.
First of all, I have no sales tax. That's an incorrect statement. She knows that. We're doing tariffs on other countries. Other countries are going to finally, after 75 years, pay us back for all that we've done for the world. And the tariff will be substantial in some cases. I took in billions and billions of dollars, as you know, from China. In fact, they never took the tariff off because it was so much money they can't. It would totally destroy everything that they've set out to do. They're taking in billions of dollars from China and other places. They've left the tariffs on. When I had it, I had tariffs, and yet I had no inflation. Look, we've had a terrible economy because inflation which is really known as a country buster. It breaks up countries. We have inflation like very few people have ever seen before, probably the worst in our nation's history. We were at 21%, but that's being generous because many things are 50, 60, 70, and 80% higher than they were just a few years ago. This has been a disaster for people, for the middle class, but for every class.
And the thing that was not talked about, which is like an 800-pound gorilla, is this. Just by virtue of being a business, generally speaking, you can reduce the profits that you're going to pay tax on by 20%. That is a huge deduction for anybody that's small business that's supporting their family and their workers and their workers' families and all their vendors and customers and how all that works in the economy. It's a huge deduction that's about to go bye-bye as soon as the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act expires, or in the case of the election and Congress, if they would choose to end it sooner. So what are your thoughts and comments about the policies that were talked about? And as always, for more tax news you can use, follow me